Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our ImageGrafix webinar on multidimensional estimation. So my name is Muthu Lakshmanan from ImageGrafix Software. I'm a senior sales consultant at ImageGrafix Software. So just a brief introduction about ImageGrafix Software for the audience who doesn't know who is ImageGrafix. So ImageGrafix is an organization head office within Dubai. So we are a 27 years old company, and we have other offices located in Saudi Arabia and in India. So more details about ImageGrafix, yes, you can visit our website where you will find more information about us. The industries what ImageGrafix serves are in the oil and gas, engineering and construction. We are into utilities areas as well as manufacturing and pharmaceuticals, chemical and transportation segment. As ImageGrafix, we are partnered with different vendors on different segments. When it comes to design and engineering, we are partnered with Autodesk, with PTC to serve the different industries like manufacturing and oil and gas and the estimation and other areas. So also we are partnered with Oracle, Tylos and ISETIA when it comes to PMIS and CDE segment. When it comes to technology and enterprise areas like cloud infrastructure and other areas of enterprise requirements, we are partnered with Oracle, DocuSign and things. Analysis and CAM, yes, this is the area where manufacturing audiences fit into. I don't know how many people today who are attending are from the manufacturing sector. So if you're from the manufacturing sector, you may be knowing all these vendor names. And when it comes to IoT, yes, we are with the ISETIA, where you can also use the ISETIA BIM VR and AR capabilities. And we are also partnered with the PTC ThinkWorks and OpenSpace on that segment. And when it comes to services, yes, ImageGrafix provided the services on implementation of whatever solutions which you saw on the partners. So we do implement those offerings, and then we do integration services if you need to integrate with any other products between one application to the other. We do those integration services, custom application development, and then data migration, and support and manage services and training. When it comes to staff augmentation like manpower requirements, we do yes provide that on the Primavera as an administrator or a planner or a scheduler, or on the Fusion ERP, PPM or a consultancy if required, we do that as well. So now let me hand over to Mr. Tekin to take us through the webinar.
Today we will speak about how Excel interface can help you to increase your process of estimation using the 2D and 3D, because ISETIA BIM for Excel is an application which help you to integrate your 3D files, IFC, Revit, SketchUp, or Bentley formats with your classic Excel interface. This is very important because I'm also not surprised to see 88% of people today still using Excel for estimation purposes. This is not a surprise. We are complaining about Excel, but we all know as an engineers, this is a flexible application, tools, which really help us to very fast organize our formats and start for estimation. That's why ISETIA BIM for Excel help you to increase this process visibility. So I will be showing that this is a standard Microsoft Excel interface. After you install for ISETIA BIM for Excel plugins, you will be able to get extra functions here, and it's able to work online and offline, which is that you don't need any internet connection, or if you are connected to our cloud or Autodesk Construction Cloud, you can also link to internet for this. So I'm just starting for using the importing the file from my desktop and without any internet connections. So here I would like to select the Revit file. I have no Revit installation. We are able to open native format Revit without Revit license. Not only support for IFC, So if you have a Revit or DWG file or SketchUp file, you are able to open it. So we support for Revit, DWG, DGN, SketchUp, 3D asset files, and etc. So I select Revit file, and I'm selecting OK. And now I am loading here for 3D file in Revit format inside of Excel. Okay, so these are the file formats. If it is a Revit, I don't have to calibrate it because this is all smartly designed 3D model. And now it's converting to Revit format to our format to be able to open it. Not only open it, we also have an access from Excel to BIM database. So all the layers, all the IDs, all the formats in Revit file will be available for us also inside of the Excel. So I have loaded in success for Revit file. I open a standard format, which is that it's familiar for everyone. So this is the file which I open inside of the Excel file, Excel, and you have here possibilities for the viewing for realistic or viewing, for example, for transparent. And these are the very good functions that you can have it a normal content, so you can have it any format to see it. Of course, you can have it right, left, any area to be able to navigate for the Revit format. So you can have it here, all the available view functions. Okay, so the idea is not seeing the Revit file, but idea is that start for understanding about the drawing. First of all, when you select any object, system also provided here properties. So this is the ID of element, the label, type is exterior walls, and these are all the technical parameters and measurements which we are receiving from the design file. So you are able to access all the total area, height, length, thickness, gross amount, net amount of the area. Even with the using the some formula, you can even increase or decrease by using the formula here for a selected area. Okay, so what I want to show that I have selected the file, and this is for properties. And from here, when I selected, for example, total net area, the beauty of our system is that you can just drag and drop the selected items in Excel, and you can define it here. For example, manually, you can say that wall 1. So I have created here wall 1, and this is Excel file. I'm not importing and exporting actually. This is linked directly to Excel cells with the selected parameter to drawing. This is very important because there are applications. You open the 3D file and you can export it and import it to Excel format, but this is not import and export. This is just you're linking Excel cells to 3D files, okay? And later on, you are inside of Excel, and now you can do anything what you want with Excel files. So you can say that, okay, this is item, total area, and here you can write it unit price, and you can write it here total price. So you are here creating the templates for the Excel formats. You can use some formula, you can use some logic, but the link is here created. So what I do now, I am using standard Excel functions. Let's make it here green. The colors is green here. And from the functions, then I'm saying that, okay, match the file and zoom the file. What does it mean this? Now, for example, when you have big file, big project, and now when you go to here, these items, it's automatically going to these items, and the color is representing here green. If you change the color, for example, in Excel functions that to red, system all automatically changing the red colors. And if you write it here, the unit price and the total price, then this is the Excel functionality. You can easily create it, for example, here to your table by using, for example, the formats and etc. And let's go to second one. I selected here the second items, and again selecting here the second items and drag and drop and write it here the volume 2, wall 2. And here this time I would like to select this one as a green, and using the also match formats, now you can see that I have two walls. One is this one, all right, and another is this one. So I make it a manual one. Of course, it's available functionality when you select it, for example, here, the wall, right click, and you can say hide the other elements. You will be only seeing this element. So in this element, you can just understand it for the thickness and the selected amount, or you have also possibilities that you are able to select it here, this one, and right click, and you can say, for example, from here I can select similar type of the show me the similar type of the elements and show that kind of things. You are able to see it, that you are able to hide it, that kind of things, or you are able to, for example, show all the items. So these are the standard in our case. So you can see that we are able to do it. Of plus also, if you make it, for example, total wall, and you can also do it like this way. For example, you are able to select this wall. This wall is total is 335. You bring it here. And here I'm selecting another wall from here, second wall. And from this wall, I can also select it, for example, to here and bring it here. So then you are able to also choose the option about the summit, and you are able to see all the sum items together with the system. But we don't have to do it this manual work, all right? So because the reason why we are using this application not one by one, you can here, for example, display for the layers, open the layer structures, and from here, if you selected the only wall, you can see that these are the wall items, or you can select it, for example, doors, and these are all the door items. If you select all the doors from here, and you will be able to, for example, get the total number of the walls, total number of the doors, total number of the items which is available in this area. Okay, so I would like to show you here how we are able to create it in a minute, all the BOQ items. So we have a BIM data table. BIM data table allows you to connect it to all the parameters here in the drawing. So these are all the drawing items coming from the Revit file. Elements, models, quantities. Let's start it with for example, layers. I can see that these are the layers available, and I can put it here, for example, class. I can put it here, for example, materials, and you can see that all the parameters are coming here. I can put it here, ID, and I can put it here, for example, floor level. And let's focus on the wall only at the moment. I would like to get, for example, only walls. And these are all the walls available in my project, okay? And I would like to put it quantity. You open the wall, you go to here, the quantity area. You can, of course, put it the size, all the technical things, but I would like to put a total net area. So I can select it here, all site net area, and here total, and I have here almost all the quantities, all the information ready. Let me make it structures. For example, it's best we do floor based, like first floor, second floor. Use selected items to move it here as a first items. Okay. And from here, group options on the top. So I have here ready now first floor, second floor, third floor, and the roof items, and the full to total quantities are here. So what I'm doing now, I would like to select Control A, all of them, link, select it, for example, here for ID, and select it here the total quantity, include the tables. Now selecting these items, drag and drop, and close it now. And here I have all the walls items by, let's make it here in Excel, a little bit colorful, bold, area, and selected items. So now I have total quantity for the first floor. I have total quantity of item by item. All the walls are selected here. So any items I go, for example, second floor, and we go to second floor, and these are the second floor items. In summary, you can make it here. When you select it, it's just showing the second floor walls. So just the display total 1051 square meters. Right click, hide other elements, and you can see that all the second floor walls are here selected. So this is how we are able to also open in 2D or in 3D all the selected items. Later on, you can put it here, unit price, or you can open it here. Even you can just use the formula, and you can just create it here, the formula options that you can say increase the wall 5% for material lost. So you can even apply for the quantity which you would like to increase or decrease by using the formula, because we also provided a formula functions inside here. You will be able to do that. All right. So this is how I created manual for estimation, but I would like to also show you that you don't have to even do that, because we use the templates, and the template functions allows you to open the CSI format. So if I would like to open here our standard formats, so I'm opening the Excel with our standard template, because in ISETIA BIM for Excel, you are able to create it, for example, templates. This templates allows you to open the file with all this manual work I did it. So I have here CSI master format for building. We have also for railway, we have also for tunnel, we have also for bridge. So I'm coming here for CSI master format, and this is our BOQ level for formats. You can see it here. And I would like to open here ready format in IFC file. Now I'm opening the IFC file. So I open here revision 1 IFC formats. It's around 80 megabyte. So I open it here, press OK. At the moment, I am loading the IFC file in ISETIA BIM for Excel with all the parameters, but please focus on here. After loading the 3D file, this BOQ will be automatically created in the format which I have used as a ISETIA CSI international format BOQ, like a concrete, cast in place concrete, structural concrete, precast concrete. All the drawing items will be automatically in this format created. It's opening now 3D model. And this is a structure work of the one very big opera house project built in Revit, but we used IFC format because we are also supporting for IFC. So here it's extracting to all the drawing items. And now our focus here, system will start to create all the items which is inside of this 3D available. So now one by one it will be added. I don't have to manually select it or to choose it, and system is now calculating. And now please, you can see that it start to add it here 2 items. And at the moment quantity of the concrete is 0, but it start to create it here all the structure elements item by item, piling, walls, and etc., and calculating total quantity of the concrete. And good news is this template is completely flexibly editable by you. It means that you can edit different parameter, different columns, and different BIM data table availability. You can create it here any format you want and save as a template. And each time when you are opening, you don't have to manually do it. So at the moment, 17,000 cubic meters concrete is calculated. And it will be, as far as I remember, 27 or 28,000 cubic meters. So system will be here creating a total 28,000 cubic meters. This unit price, we have just to mention everything is 1. Okay, but it can be also, you know that this is an Excel file. We can also link it to Excel database for price database, and you will be able to get it here, the real total cost of the work. The beauty is that this is our project here. You can see it. I have created, but when you select it, the items, it's automatically showing that this is this items which is available here. You can see that when you select it here, if you want to see only these items, you are able to, for example, hide other elements. And these are the concrete items which are here using the PHE structural framing concrete. Okay, so I have created all these elements here. And now another big trouble we are having in the construction, revisions. So we do this, but we would like to have also revision 2. Let's say that what happened if the design document changed. All right, in this case, you can open the file which called revision 2. Okay, it's a 65. So when you open the revision 2, system now loading the IFC2. So I have revision 1, and now I'm opening revision 2, and I will be able to now opening both of them, and system will give you comparison for revision 1 and revision 2 in total quantities included item by item comparison. It means that which item has increased, which item decreased, which item deleted. This is very important because we have very fast for comparison for the versions and revisions in the BOQ level. So here it's loading now, and this is also loaded, this version 2. It will start calculating for version 2 elements, list, or all items, and I will get comparison. Even using the Excel functionality, I can create a report, charts, any item by item comparison. So it's loading now. And as you see that revision 1 BOQ, I took it in 1 minute, and now revision 2 BOQ I'm taking in another minute. So I spent 2 minutes for it. And after that, I will use the Excel functionality and make the comparison. So it starts to create it item by items in each area for revision 2. I have at the moment loaded 2 revisions in Excel. And total quantity will be calculated for concrete, for steels, by the way, this is the same. I created this template for structures, but you can also electrical, mechanical, HVAC for any other items. You will be able to do it the same. So piping, that kind of thing. So there is no limit on that. So it's calculating now total quantity. and I have calculated 27,140 for revision 2 concrete. So I have here revision 1, I have here revision 2 now, and everything will be very easy now comparing it, because revision 1 and revision 2, I created here master format in my comparison. So in here, we will have now list of the items which are increased, decreased, or which is how to say created. So I have here comparison charts. This is the legend. Increase items by green, decrease item by this, and unchanged item this, and you will be able to get the comparison revision 1 and revision 2. You can see that 1081 and 1018. So this is the items which is you have changed. So I can compare for these two items. So it's a very useful. You are able to compare in these two items like 28,000 and revision to 27,000, and this item was here also visible when you select it, and it's 1081, which was here when you select it, it was 1018. So you are able to compare it. So this is the advantage, which you are able to save it as much as possible for the items. Of course, we work as an offline, but if you connect it for ISETIA Cloud, which I open here, for example, Cloud login from the Excel. So I have Excel, I have Revit or IFC, and I have here ISETIA BIM Cloud, which is that you are able to also link and synchronize the file in the web. So now we open in the cloud, right? And in the cloud, because the reason why we use the cloud is that you are able to, in the cloud, do it much bigger files, because our technology is in the cloud is giving you possibilities of the opening Revit file, opening any item files in the cloud applications with the calculation functions like an area calculations, or you can have it here, all estimation available also in the cloud applications. All right. So people majorly, when we are speaking about it, majorly asking, and they are saying, we do not have BIM model. We do not have 3D. Still, we are hearing this. So in this case, we have also very good solution, because ISETIA BIM for Excel is also supporting PDF and AutoCAD format. So I'm opening here, for example, empty Excel file, all right? And going to ISETIA BIM for Excel, and now I am loading here PDF file. Okay, AutoCAD we can also open it, but I'm loading here PDF file in purpose. So I selected PDF formats and load it in the PDF format. PDFs are not smart file types, so that's why I give the here scale size is a 1 in 100, and now I am converting PDF to the dimensions, because generally when we are estimation phase, we don't have too much 3D. So I open here PDF formats. Okay, you can see that zoom in and zoom out. And here, even in the PDF, we can estimate it, for example, here for the estimation functions, because I would like to calculate it in area. Select the area. And you are able to, for example, here, define the walls. Okay, so you just have it here, for example, enter. System calculated here 679. 679 in AutoCAD, it was 692. The reason why I have this not 100% sequence, because in purposes, I selected here the area, which is the door, a little bit shorter. That's why it is having the 679. But in the reality, we really achieve it 100% sequence for from even the PDF file. So I selected here these options, and here I am just writing, for example, estimation. Here, area, let's say item, area, plan quantity, price. So I created here Excel file. Let me just make it a bit bigger here in Excel. Okay. I created here templates, item, let's call 1, area is magazine. Let's put it here, material type, work type, tile installation. And here, plan quantity was 692. Estimate quantity is here. I would like to take it from here and link to Excel. Okay. And this one in Excel, you can just make the colors and using this functions options. And now you have here huge, let's say, file. And when you select it, you immediately go to here in the magazine. Okay. So if you want to do it at second estimation, again, you go to here for area. Enter. And now 708, select, bring it here. It was 708 was plan, and we calculated here items 2, and here garden room, and here again tile installation. And this one we would like to make it color in the, let's say, in the orange. Now this is our estimation area. When you select it here, when you selected this one, you will be able to see it in the both options. By the way, you are able to also in our case, let me show the completed one. Now I'm opening, for example, for completed one. So how it looks like for when you complete the work for estimation for each area, each zones. So you are able to here open all the file. All right. So this is the, for example, the file options and the magazine room. So you can see that this is the magazine. This is a technical room, and this is the garden room, and this is a parking area. And here for all the items has been here with the total quantity and the calculated here. And if you open the version 2, and you are able to compare also version 1 and version 2. As you see that here, it was a wall here, but we change it here. So you can open, for example, version 1. It was like that. And you can open the version 2. So you can see that this is the changes. This wall has been changed. So every items you can open, because these layers, what we are having here, calculations, will be here. And you get the comparison. So these are the version 1, and these are the version 2, and this is the variance of the changes and the difference. That's the how system is providing the data. All right. There's one question, if there is a plugin that install Excel. Yes, we are just sending our license and you're installing the plugins, and it will be available any standard Excel. So here you can see that we created here all the estimation with the price, and that's how it works in the system. Now, coming back to my standard things, if you want to work multiple people at the same time in the same Excel file, we also provide here access to ISETIA login. So if you log into ISETIA Cloud, all right, so Excel, PDF, and when I write it here, for example, my ISETIA password, the cloud. So I log in now on my cloud applications, select my here project. Okay, so when you selected here your project, because you will be directly communicating and connecting the ISETIA cloud. So here, there's another question, I guess. Okay, so project, I selected here, for example, project call construction voucher, let's say monthly reports and or drawing, and here you just save the file. So my desktop application, imported 3D file, save it on the cloud. So we go to cloud now, open the cloud module and selected the project, open the here drawing, select the options. Okay, so you're able to load also in here the Excel file with the magazine, garden, that kind of things in the cloud application, because in our system you are also able to load it in the Excel file in cloud and open the Excel file in ISETIA Excel. So if you open the ISETIA Excel as a user one, okay, and you will be able to see that this is, for example, the ISETIA Excel, and as a user one, I open it. Now I'm logging in as the same project, all right, with the second user here, and the login in the second user in the right side here. At the moment, only Tekken is loaded. Go to here, the same area, the same file, because we give the at the same time working in the same file. So we here selected the project. I think here it was this file, or it was monthly reports. I think it was this one, or doesn't matter. Let me open, for example, the same file here. I don't remember it, but it is here. Okay, in the drawing. All right. So drawing, I open the file, and here in the drawing, I open the same file. So second user is here, open the same file. Yes, it's this one. So now system showing me that I have the same user, two users at the same time, the same file. This is a user one, this is a user two. So in this case, if you write it here, for example, anything like concrete, and please focus on the here, when I enter here as a tech-in, when I enter it here, this person will be getting, if I write it here, cubic meters, it will be here. If you write it here, 10, you will be able to work it in. And if you save it and close it, all the changes are here, saved like a versions. So it was a version which I uploaded. It's a second version. It means that multiple estimator can work in the same file at the same time, even not opening Excel, because that we are able to also give the access for opening the ISETIA Excel. And these are also linked to BIM Cloud. Of course, these are two separate applications. ISETIA BIM Cloud and ISETIA BIM for Excel is a separated applications. But what I want to mention that for multiple estimators, this kind of options are also available for not installing Excel. You can do it in the live with the connecting on this. So it's 9:45. As I mentioned that this application is really install and start using it. We have functionality for estimating, for example, areas, estimating for lines, estimating for lengths, estimating for every functions like deduction, selecting, very automatic way of the estimation functionality. The beauty of the application is it's built in Excel interface, which we all familiar using Excel interface. So if you don't want to see the drawing, you can just open Excel. If you don't want to see, for example, cloud, you can close it, and you have here Excel, which is available in everybody.